Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. All right, baby. I hope y'all can see me out there, man, visually. Wanted to come on and definitely do a show for you today. We've been out of action for a minute since right before the Super Bowl, and kind of like a little bit before that with the season kind of taking kind of going off the rails the way most of us Cowboy fans had anticipate the year going. So I titled the show a little different vibe in Dallas. With the Joneses moving a little different, and just kind of wanted to put something out there, man. With a lot of things that's been going on with the Cowboys of late, so want to definitely get on here, do a stream, and kind of tackle some of the things that's been going on with the Cowboys so far. All right, let me make sure everything is good. I hope folks out there can see me. I want to definitely get into some of the things that's been going on with the show as well. So we're going to be back in full bloom, man. We're going to be back doing a lot of the shows and streaming and trying to get more content out there for you as well. Let me see. Screen. I don't want to do that right yet. All right, so let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about some of the things that's been going on with the Cowboys. We got a defensive coordinator who's well respected in the league. Cowboys kind of went outside the box with this one, and just want to make sure I get everything in view and have everything going the way it is. I can't really see myself right now set up. So let me make sure we're good with that. We can loop that in as well. Let me just go ahead and talk about some of the things that's been going on. So we got a new defensive coordinator, Christian Parker, who is known for just being an absolutely brainiac when it comes to calling the defense, being able to know his personnel, being able to know the personnel of the opposition he's playing against as well. Like I said, this was kind of out of the box and out of the norm for the Cowboys. Normally, they do a lot of hiring for within and bringing back people that was in the organization as far as the glory days and things like that. But they also been absent as well, man, as far as being out there and being in the press conference, talking about some of the moves they've been making, kind of tipping their hand, letting folks know things that they should be doing before giving it an opportunity for themselves to be able to sign folks. Some of the things that they did that were good last year was making a trade for George Pickens, not listening to some of the outside noise when it came to that move, which turned out to be one of Jerry's best moves in a while. Um, People also don't know that Jerry was trying to also get Quinny Williams before the around the draft time, which the Jets didn't want to budge on making that move at that time, and then turned around as the season started to go the way it went for them as well. They went on and did the move. But Jerry the Joneses was trying to get in on that move around draft time as well. So um, for them to make the move was something that Cowboy fans, me myself, was surprised at. I didn't even think they was going to go in that direction and try to get a player of that. You know, they normally bargain shop and get players and put them on 1 year deals, and that's been the effect of the Cowboys defense being what it's been the last 3-4 years. Man, terrible. Not supporting the offense. Not players getting hurt, not living up to their potential, and that's lost money, lost um, opportunity for the defense to help the offense when the offense is putting up 30 plus a game and then not being able to stop people, not being able to get people off on third downs. And so you have a lot of that going on as well. So seeing I can't see myself as well. Let me see something, man, because I want people to see something. Oh man, I want to be able to see myself, and because I got a lot of information I want to get across with y'all out there. So let me do something, man. I'm gonna go back and I got all my information. I just can't really see myself on the screen here for some reason. I don't know if it's a glitch or anything like that, but I'm gonna talk it through. I'm gonna thug it out. All right. So let's get into talking about some of the differences with the things that the Joneses and the Cowboy organization been doing is different, and I hope it's has a lot of the Cowboy fans engaged. Me myself, I pretty much can probably speak for a lot of fans out there, man. Last couple of years, kind of been iffy, man. Kind of been out on what's been going on with the Cowboys, man. Like you go into the season and you have expectations, and then the Joneses be kind of messing up with getting these contracts and stuff done, signing people that has proven that they're worth signing. Um, I like the move with getting Javonte Williams out of the way and getting that contract done with him because he was a big part of the offense this season. Ran hard, bounced back. He was somebody that with Denver was doing great things until the injury happened with him. But he did great things with us as well. You can use him on third down when it comes to pass protection as well, and also throwing the ball to him out of the backfield. I like the way that Shotty was able to kind of use his best pieces and use them in chess pieces. Had an offense looking different the whole entire year across the board. We had some games where you're gonna have little slow results, but for the most part, the offense was never, ever, ever the problem as far as our success last year. And that's kudos to Shotty. That's kudos to Jerry Jones and the organization, man, for going out there and doing something that they didn't do before, man, putting everything in the box of a lot of people was out there talking about it was another yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. And, the hire was something that Jerry wanted so he can keep control of the game. But I've been saying for the last 2 years, man, honestly, myself, I've been saying that Jerry Jones ain't been the same Jerry, man. Like he probably didn't do the things we wanted him to do early in the process with the draft and things like that. But he went out and got George Pickens, man. That was something that was big for us, and Jones should get the credit for that. He went out and got Quinny Williams. Yeah, he wasn't able to do that early on when and last year people don't know we didn't have a lot of picks last year, man. I believe if my memory serves me right, we didn't have a lot of picks last year, so Jerry couldn't really go out there and get some big names, and you kind of had to wait for the season to go the way it went, and then also come back to the Jets and say, hey, let's revisit that. So he did that when he got Quinny. He tried to make a deal with getting Logan Wilson and getting him to come in, but that didn't work out. So Jerry and them cut their losses with that. That saved them about $6 million versus the cap this year. So you could take that $6 million and then use that to go and help sign a player like Javonte Williams, who earned every bit of that contract. And what makes it so good is most of the money in that contract is up front. So if you want to get out of that contract in 3 years and not have it hurt you as far as the cap is concerned, you can say that Jerry did a good job and the Joneses did a good job as far as that. But I want to focus on some of the moves that was made as far as creating a situation where you can put the tag on George Pickens if you don't be able to get the deal done. Wink, wink, Jerry. Y'all been doing good so far. Let's keep on, man. Let's go ahead and sign Pickens and don't wait till the last minute. All right, let's get that deal done. All right. And another thing is you just got to look at the whole thing when it comes to Christian Parker, man, all the way around, man. So if you take a look at his stats, and that's what I kind of want to get into, is the stats when coming looking at the deal as far as it's concerned is you got to look at the whole thing. All right. So if you're listening to we talking Cowboys right now, what you want to look at and focus in on is the things that we do is we always try to come in with energy, man. We try to give you what's known out there for decades when it comes to the team. But we also try to look at other things, man, that are good things to hang our hat on when you're talking about moving forward and the way the Cowboys been moving different. All right. So if you look at the Joneses in the front office, an entire organization right now, they just moving different, man. The kind of edge that they doing, whether you love it, hate it, or want to deny it. For years, the Cowboys was the king of off-season noise, man. All the different headlines, promises, big talk, splash moves that look good on paper, but just didn't translate it, man, when it matters. Every March kind of felt like a marketing campaign where they was out there trying to grab headlines without really going out there making moves to make the Cowboys good as a whole. But I can't say that as far as last year concerned, man, it was a little different, man. They really did go out there to make some moves, make some financial decisions. I think also if you look at them letting Trayvon Diggs go, they gave him a lot of opportunity last year. He did nothing with it, man. So if you look at the offseason in general, man, it kind of felt like uh, the April performance, and kind of felt like January felt like the same old heartbeat, same old repeat. But it wasn't that way this offseason. All right, this offseason felt a little colder, a little more sharper, a little more intentional, man. The Joneses aren't just chasing for likes and applause and what people want to feel and say about the organization. They've been trying to win the offseason so far, man. They're not just throwing money at names. They kind of listening for the first time, man. It really feels like for the first time they listening to the fan base. All right, so if they listening to the fan base, you got to look at it like they've been kind of quiet, man. They haven't been like all the moves and the signings and things like that. The team kind of letting Shadi pick his staff. He went out there and made a move to get Christian Parker in there. That could lead to some other moves down the line when it comes to some of the players that play for him at these different organizations, whether it's the Philadelphia Eagles being able to pluck some of their good players and move them over because Philly, they kind of got some cap things to deal with too. And with having relationships, sometimes you see moves where you can actually pluck some players from a team because you got a coordinator or coach, somebody on the coaching staff got good relationships with players on these other teams, and they won't be able to sign back with their team this year. Hopefully, they can be a plus for us in that way too. And Parker even talked about that and said, let's wait and see. And again, we don't want to be putting names out there so somebody else can, try to make it difficult for us to go at them as well. So you kind of want to keep quiet on some things. But he did say that that's a possibility, and let's wait and see. I just like in general the way Christian talk, man. Like when you listen to him and the things that he say, he can recite different players' history as far as routes, the knowledge of the game, the schemes that he can possibly run in with the Cowboys, the different fronts, the different looks we can possibly. That's something different, man. We ain't been doing that, man. We've been a defense that's been predictable for the last 3-4 years, even with these schemes and stuff like that. Where you had coaches come in where they supposed to have all this knowledge, supposed to be able to run good defenses, and then you find out that one, we didn't have the players we needed in the scheme to run to be able to be a good defense last year. Of course, the trade with Micah Parsons had some people like upset and things like that, but I felt like it ran its course. I felt like Jerry did a good job of trying to sign him. And yeah, people don't like the way Jerry do business, but I've been saying for years, man, Jerry, the way he do business has never hurt the Cowboys. What hurt the Cowboys is the product that was on the field. Now, you could say that we didn't have good players across the board, but we draft good. So there's no way those two things can go hand in hand if you want to just say, hey, the Cowboys ain't throwing money at free agents and players. And you have a period where you have free agency and people signing people and this and that. But at the end of the year, it only works for the teams that make it to the Super Bowl taking that path. You can say the Rams, it worked for them. You can say last year with Seattle or the previous year with Seattle, it worked for them. But it hasn't always worked for every team. So sometimes you got to draft good. You got to have players that fit your scheme. That's something that Christian Parker talked about. I hope Jerry and them keep Kenny Clark, because I feel like Kenny Clark with Quinny on the field, and then maybe a little bit of a Digioso on if you can get all three of them on the field and just have a couple of players with the scheme that I feel like we're gonna run, going back to that 3-4 where you can kind of look at the way the fronts is and dictate the majority of the game on how you're gonna blitz and how you're gonna scheme up on game day, man. I think that's what the difference between Christian Parker and the last few coaching staffs we had is. You finally got a coach that's going to really be in there and really be teaching players, coaching players, man. You really going to have a coach that's going to be able to have coaches in place so that even if the success for him is so great that possibly that'll earn him coaching job next year or the year after, you got coaches in place that can just kind of step up and be promoted, and it won't hurt the Cowboys going forward. So you build a foundation that's something good to stand on, and that should all work out for everyone in general. All right. If you take a look at some things, you might say that we in a year where every year the Cowboys in this franchise they finally acting like they understand the cost of being complacent when it comes to signing players and free agency, whether it's complacency with getting these deals done. You see that this year is not, they're not acting like that and not moving like that at all. And then the pace, man, like getting these deals done, to see Javonte get his deal done quick without them waiting to the last minute or drawing it out where it's close to the season. They got that done. All right, they went out and used a lot of time and put a lot of effort into picking their defensive coordinator and then allowing him to pick his staff and then allowing Shoddy to have that overall control of hey, let's come together as an offense, let's come together as a defense, and let's have people that's not only able to run a scheme and run offense and defense, but have people that's able to look at the opposition and attack them, man, on game day instead of just kind of, hey, go long on offense and see if that work, or let's play zone so we can get picked apart the whole game and then don't make defensive changes or have a plan B and plan C for attacking teams on game day. I'd rather have a defense that dictates to have a defense that's on a bend and break type of scheme, because all you're doing is letting people get down the field and hope you can stop them in the end. And that to me never works. And I like an aggressive defense that dictates, man, what they're gonna do. And if you have that type of defense with that offense, I believe that's going to be success right there. That can be last for years, man. Let's finish out that years, man, with not only saying it, but actually being that way on the field, where we're not just telling people we playoff team or playoff contender. We showing people that we that on the field each and every game. And that's what you kind of seen a little bit in that stretch right there, where they beat Philly and beat Kansas City and things like that. But then it kind of went off the rail because you still had people, getting hurt and not themselves and things like that. And then the coaching staff on defense just was terrible. There's no way to even try to hide that right there. They were terrible all year round. They never really got it together. Players cover up some things, but the schemes was terrible. You had players confused on defense a lot of times, giving up big plays when you couldn't get folks off the field constantly in games. Like you were having teams that were throwing completions, 10 and 12. I can remember 2 or 3 games where you had the quarterbacks completing passes 10 plus in a half or a quarter and things like that. Man, it's just horrible. There's no excuse for that. And then you had players that I felt like they would either they just wasn't a good fit for us, or we keep running the treads on these players, man, that other teams didn't even want them, and then we picking them up, giving them 1-year deals and stuff like that, and trying to hope that 1-year deal get the production. Yeah, that's cool if it works. And then those players are young and you can still kind of keep them around and things like that. But I felt like the Cowboys should have never let the end. Forget his name. I don't know why his name is not ringing right now, but I feel like we should give him 1 more year. I feel like he came back. The defensive end for the Redskins that we had at first, and then he went to the Commanders and then came back and played with us yesterday. He still wound up having, I believe, 8 sacks or whatever. So that was an average year. You know what I'm saying? But then you also had a player come in and play half a season. And, I really, really hope Javavian Clowney, I hope he comes back. I hope they go ahead and give him a good deal. He even said he want to come back. So when a player want to come back and play for you and their production was good, let's not play with them and let them test the market. Let's go ahead and sign them. Those are our players. Those are players that play for us and did good for us. Let's sign them, get them in here, and move on. So I just think that this offseason is not about noise. It's more intentional. It's more accountability. I feel like they breaking the cycle and the things that they've been doing for the most part, and that these are things that the Cowboys need to do. And it seems like they're doing it because they get more input from players saying, "Hey, can we just get it to a point where all we doing is making moves that's going to help us as a team grow our culture?" Shotty talked about that a lot. A lot of people shot it down last year, talking about, hey, that's a coach that never had the experience, never been in the role, but he was successful in everything that the Cowboys did last year on that side of the ball. The defense, he gave that opportunity to a coach. I feel like I didn't like the hire when they did it, but you figure he was a head coach, he should at least be able to handle the defense. And that was just a whole blown up whole bad thing across the board. It was even sad sometimes watching games and just knowing the defense was so predictable, and that you just hope that at least they could hold some teams, and they wasn't even able to do that. So the Joneses didn't wait. They went on and got him out of here as soon as possible, as soon as the season was over and came an opportunity. They didn't even think about it. They said they was going to make look at the film. I know nobody had to look at the film with the way our defense played last year. All you got to do is just look at the stats, look at the numbers, and how many games we was out of before we even had a chance to really make an impact. That offense, the way it was last year, the way that was playing, the way CD was playing, the way Pickens was playing, the way Javonte was playing, the way that offensive line was playing, there's no way the Cowboys should have lost as many games as they did last year. But when your defense is so terrible, so horrid, so just all over the place, just not good at all, man. Just could not get off third down to save their life last year in games. And that cost us a lot of games we was in, man. The games that we shouldn't have lost. We shouldn't have lost that Carolina game. The Minnesota game. We shouldn't have lost that game. But that was a game with an offense, playing against a real good defense. And we're expecting them to put up 30 points every game with the defense not even able to hold people to 20 points a game, making every quarterback, I'm talking about every quarterback. I don't care if they didn't have experience. I don't care if they was thrown away and never played another down. Wink, wink. You can talk about the New York Giants situation where they went on and put their quarterback, who's going to be their quarterback for the future, in a game that we played the Giants. Russell Williams looked like he was going to the Hall of Fame again. So, I mean, you can go on and on about some of the things that happen. But I just want to tackle the new things that's happening and want Cowboy fans to know that this ain't the same old. You can best believe that this is not the same old Cowboys. And if you're a Cowboy fan like me, who've been loving the Cowboys for so long, but just ain't had nothing to really hang your hat on when it comes to playoff wins, championship appearances, whether it's the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl. Yeah, we've been spoiled for years, and yeah, we can sit up and talk about our old history and things like that. Something I'm proud of as a Cowboy fan. But enough is enough, man. We can't continue to be talking about the past as if the past is the present, which is not. But this new version of the Cowboys is something that I believe is going to stick, is going to be around for a long time. And if that don't make you excited, I don't know what will. So Dallas might finally become the team that we always thought they could be, and not look at them being the team that's been pretending for years. I'm just happy about those things. Now getting back to talking about Christian Pocket, I want to just talk and say that there's some things, man, that if you look at right now, let me tell you something. The Cowboys are not doing things in the way that they've done in plenty decades and things like that before. So I want to just be proud of the fact that there's accountability, seriousness there, and a coach, man, Christian Parker, man. Like a lot of people, I even hear a lot of. I listen to Philly radio and how upset a lot of the fans were at Philly letting that coach get out the door, man, and listening to a lot of other, aficionados and experts around the league talk about just how this was such a good hire. Like, whether you like it or not, right now, ain't no noise. And right now, the way that they doing business, man, is something that should give Cowboy fans confidence, man. Like, we moving in ways where you got other organizations talking about the moves we making and finally giving us our kudos. You can't even trash the Cowboys right now with the moves that they making. You can't on no level. All you can do is respect it. And to me, that's what I always thought Jerry Jones was. I always thought he was the type of owner that, one, you had to respect what he was doing as an owner because he always put money back into his team. It just seems like a lot of the moves that he made at one point in time wasn't paying off. And then you felt like he was doing too much talking. But I can tell you this, who was doing more talking the last 2-3 years for sure, more than Jerry Jones? It was Micah Parsons. And so now you got a player that was loud who continues to talk about how he wished he still was a Cowboy. So that lets you know right there that he knew that move that he made and his agent made, he regretted that shit. He wanted to be a Cowboy still in a Green Bay uniform. And we all know he ain't look like he looked with us with them. So you take that, Jerry said, all right, enough is enough. You don't want to take this deal. Your agent want to try to bust the bank and try to hit our pockets hard. We can't do it. They was willing to give him a deal that they thought was worth what the market was, and they moved on. And out of that deal, you got Kenny Clark, you got Quinny Williams, you got draft capital, And then now you can make even more moves that's going to make your team better for the future and even after that. So I can't do nothing but give kudos to Jerry Jones for wanting to move off a great player, because everybody said that was a bad move. I didn't. I was happy about the move because I just was tired of the same old, same old. But let's talk about Christian Parker, man. 34 years old. He become the youngest coordinator in the league. He joins the Cowboys after serving as a defensive pass coordinator and defensive back coach for Philadelphia. If you don't know what that does, that means in third downs in certain situations, he's calling the defense, all right? He's making some of the calls and stuff like that as far as the coverage and things like that. That's what determines whether you're going to get off the field or not. And most things, he comes together with a scheme that's going to shift the Cowboys back to that 3-4 defense that they had when they were successful back in those days, going all the way back to DeMarcus Ware and the way that defense was when he had that. And then you occasionally use 4-3 spacing with 4-2-5, which is nickel package, and it depends on your personnel and everything. His philosophy is he focuses on disguising his heavy looks, pre-snap rotations to confuse the quarterback, and then he uses a lot of personnel where you have defensive linemen that are big, physical, and fast and athletic, and have versatility when it comes to his linebackers and his safety. If you look at the coaching staff, he got a lot of good people. He got Derek Isley, who is a former defensive coach for the Chargers. So he brings that veteran experience with him as well, being able to call the defense as well. You got secondary coach Ryan Smith, who was hired, who they hired away from the Arizona Cardinals. And if you don't know, go check their defense last year. Their defense was middle of the pack last year with a offense that was okay when they went on and kind of got away from Cal a little bit and brought in stability at quarterback, which is what you already got here. So imagine all of those things in play. He brought Marcus Dixon with him, who previously coached with the Broncos and the Titans. And, you know, the Broncos and the Titans defense been very good the last several years. He bring over a rising star who he poached from the Georgia Bulldogs, Chideri Dribble, Scott Simons, who was a former SMU defensive coordinator. He was a 3 times Boyers Award finalist as well. And then he also reunites with linebacker coach who they came up in the college ranks together, and that's Dimitri Breen. It's a couple other coaches on the coaching staff who I could talk about, but I'm just saying right there, man, like I think we not only hit a home run with Christian Parker, but I just believe all in general, man, like the things we doing across the board, it got to be complimented, man. And I just want to say, man, like I got to give shout outs to a couple of people who are in here right now. My man Blue Blood, years IQ. The team always was. Dallas is the standard, the cream of the crop. Haters can't say shit. Don't be scared to be scared. And that's why Pickens ain't about to go through the same. Hey, man, I appreciate your comments for one. Two, you seem like you're hitting on a lot of different things. I really appreciate that, man. Anybody else that's out there listening, kudos to you, man. I'm going to go ahead and give you stars across the board for your comments, man. I appreciate your interaction as well. And anybody that comments and on the show, pretty much, man, all I got to do is hit a button and your comments will be right there for your interaction. So I appreciate that as well. Hey, Blue Blood, you across the board, man. You're right. You're hitting on all things, man. So appreciate your interaction. But I just want to say this, man. If you're a Cowboy fan, and you know, I pretty much can speak for any Cowboy fan out there. My man K-Ron, 1999, we them boys. Absolutely, man. We definitely them boys. But I feel like now we can get back to really being them boys. That's the one thing. When you say that, it used to mean something, man. It used to be like swag, like ain't nobody like us. And so it didn't have that same meaning, man. It's almost like when you go back and hear Jerry Jones And you hear Jimmy Johnson, man, when he used to make them speeches in the locker room, and then he used to say, how about them Cowboys? That means something, man. That was like nobody was like us, man. Nobody was like us when we was doing what we was doing. But of course, that was a long time ago. I just want to get back to the point where we ain't acting like we them boys, man. We really is them boys, man. So if we can get back to that, I'll be real happy going forward. But I definitely, again, appreciate the interaction um, across the board, man. The comments, I'm liking a lot of stuff that people out there saying. My man Blue Blood said he been a Cowboy since '68, baby. I know that's right, man. Like, hey, ain't nothing like being a Cowboy fan when the Cowboys winning, man, because we do it like nobody else, man. So I just want to kind of get back to that, man. I appreciate the interaction from those on whatever social media you on. We on Facebook, live streaming right now. So if you're on Facebook, you can just jump on. If you're on YouTube, you can jump on. Any interaction is be seen by the world. Your comments, so it won't be like you know anything that you say, the interaction is part of the show, is live streaming, and we go in the podcast form and go into a form that will go across all our platforms. Again, we on Facebook, we on YouTube, we on X as well. We trying to grow our X fan base, man. YouTube is it's okay, but not where we want to be at. We're gonna get there, man, because we're gonna be back doing the show on a regular basis. Not just this show, but of course, this show is a crossover podcast, which, man, we're gonna be heavy into the Cowboys. So it ain't even a joke, man. I'm just anticipating this year to be a year where when these shows start to come together, man, and we start to stack these shows, man, I really feel like the Cowboys really gonna be doing some real good shit, man. Where finally, man, when you put that blue, that silver, that white on, man, you're gonna really have people hating on you. I could tell, man. I could tell all the folks out there that's interacting with the show. My man Blue Bud said he a life. It's a lifestyle. Hey, you 100% right, man. Um, Look, going to the Super Bowl 8 times, 5-3 in those Super Bowls, man, that percentage is good. Unlike any other organization, we was founded in the '50s, man, on an accident with the name, and then was able to stack wins where you go to the Super Bowl 8 times, been to the championship game a couple of other times. One of the only teams even going comparing them to New England, the only team that dominated his division the way we did with winning the NFC East in a division that wasn't no division to take lightly at all. Every other conference know that. And so, yeah, like you said, Blue Bud, the eyes is on the boys this year. Definitely, man. And like Dak Prescott or Christian Parkner or Shotty cares about the outside eyes, man. They just conducting business in the way that they put it together, the way it was visioned when they made the hire with Shotty, the same way it's visioned with the way the defense is going to be with hiring Christian Parker, the same way we're excited about how free agency might be, how the draft might be, and we're going to be covering those extensively as well. So we anybody that's out there listening to the show, this interaction, make sure you go follow us, man. I appreciate anybody. We trying to grow our fan base the same way some of these other platforms that cover the Cowboys do. But I don't think people who cover the Cowboys with the passion that I do, man, because like I love that stuff. Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Jay Novacek, Jason Witten, the whole offensive line history that we have with players, man, Nate Newton, Stubnowski. I can go on and on, man, with the history, man. Dorsett, even Drew Pearson and them back in the day, Tony Hill, Roger Staubach, man. Just like our history is so rich with people in the Hall of Fame. I can't forget Jimmy Johnson, man. Like, him, Tex Schramm, the coaches and stuff that we had, man. Like Tom Landry, man. Like our history is so rich, man. I just want to get back to to being able to really talk about my Cowboys, but I don't even, I want to have that swag when I talk about them, man, because I feel like we always been pretending instead of really being what our fans know we could be, man. Doomsday defense, absolutely right, man, absolutely right, man. So it's just like my man said, all eyes on us, and Doomsday defense, and it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, but we gotta get back to being that way on the field, the way we conduct business. Have some of the older players come back, man, that played for us, man. Sit on that sideline, and some of the things like Miami doing, man, like the U doing. We're having their players from the past come back and support jury and support the things that we're doing going forward and things. I think that those are things that when other teams see that, they'll try to copy that as well, like they always try to copy everything else we do. So success breeds from building things that can stand on its own, man. And I'm just happy and proud for the way that we're going. I just want to kind of get on here and talk about that. I really appreciate everybody who came through to see what we're doing. If you like what we're doing, make sure you follow us back on all our social medias. We're trying to stack these shows because we got people at ESPN looking at the things we had done in the past and things that we're doing right now. So trying to put these shows together so that they can be on all the platforms as well, and continue to build on what we build on, man, because I feel like us as a whole, we got some things that's working towards us where we're going to be doing some big things in the future, and we can't do that without our fan base. So help our fan base grow by following this podcast, following Give and Take Sports podcast as well, which is this podcast right here. Here we go, Cowboys is featured on Give and Take Sports platform as well. And just appreciate everybody that came through and showed some love today. We're going to be back on here talking about some different things on upcoming shows. This is what's on tap, so we're going to talk about a little bit of some things, not necessarily rumors, because I don't like talking about rumors. When it comes to Cowboys, those are not good things to be talking about. Just want to talk about factual stuff, things that may be out there that may happen because people reporting on it and things like that. He copies us all the time. JJ was the first to build a mega stadium. You're absolutely right. The league followed that. Hey, Blue Blood, man. Hey, man. I just want to say right now, man, I really appreciate your comments because one, I like when our fans talk about things that are factual and don't be talking about a whole lot of BS, man. So, I really appreciate your comments. If there's anybody else on here, man, get on here and be heard, man. I appreciate the interaction, man. It's one thing, like my man said, the league always copying us. JJ for Jerry Jones was the first to build a mega stadium, which he did. And everybody else doing the same thing. I mean, he's been a pioneer. That's why he already in the Hall of Fame, man, for being one of them owners that has changed the things that the league does that's ordinary. Again, he continues to be one of the owners that his franchise is worth the most money. You have to go overseas to some of them those soccer leagues, them teams over in Europe, to kind of compare them on a different level as far as the way they run their teams and how financial and how profitable they've been, how the branding and all those things. Nobody ain't doing it like Jerry. So again, kudos, you right about that, Blue Blood. And then another thing is that when you look at the way Jerry, a lot of people don't know this. If you played for Jerry, you contributed to that organization. Past players will tell you he done put their kids through school. If they have anything dealing with illnesses or injuries that lingered outside of the game where they had retired and went on to different things, Jerry has taken care of his players, man. Talk to Irvin, talk to Dion, talk to Jason Witten, talk to some of them past players. They'll tell you that man take care of his players that put their uniform on. So he's taken a lot of slack in the years, but in the end, if you don't know how the structure is, it's 3 teams that pay for everybody else to be able to take care of their players. That's the Redskins organization, that's New England owner, and that's Jerry Jones. We the one that put money in the pot so other people could take care of their and sign their players and go out there and sign other free agencies. If you take the money away that those 3 owners give to the league, they wouldn't be able to do it. So and then they the one that signed off on pioneering all these deals that's out there as far as TV money and things like that I pay attention to, that I know about. I always talk about factual things. I don't talk about what ifs. That's why I always say on Give and Take, no banter allowed, man. All we're going to talk about is what's real. So I appreciate anybody that's out there listening to the show, interacting with the show. Again, we're on Facebook, YouTube, we're on X, we're on Instagram, and we stream, and our podcast goes in the podcast form wherever podcasts are heard. So make sure you tune into that as well. So again, any interaction with the show, hey man, we're gonna put it up there, man. We're gonna put it up there, man. We appreciate the interaction. Like my man Blue Blood said, don't believe all the BS in the media, man, with the buzz and the stuff that's being going on right now. Because again, they always writing a different narrative, man. They always want to spark and try to get folks to just tune into that piece. That's why you always hear people talking about the Cowboys, no matter if the Cowboys even doing anything. They gotta always talk about the Cowboys because the Cowboys, just like analytics, man. You put their name in anything, and that's gonna spark views. That's gonna spark people looking at it, people watching, and things like that. So it is what it is, man. When it comes to us, we got to take the good with the bad. But it looked like right now, things are going to be going in a different direction, man. So I wanted to get on here. I think right now what's happening is normally when you stream in 4K on the network I'm streaming on, which is StreamYard, sometimes that has a problem with you being able to see me as well. But the audio will still be good. So I appreciate that if anybody out there, they can hear the audio. That's what matters when it goes into podcast form. And you always could do something different on YouTube as well, so that regardless, you still get information and things out there. So again, we talking Cowboys. It's the podcast that's about everything Dallas Cowboys, all right, and more, all right. And again, follow us as we live stream on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, and on Twitter X. And you can follow us everywhere at Give and Take Sports, and also on we're on TikTok and also on Twitter X at GT Sports Pod. All right. Feed the children literally live. My man Blue Blood said you gotta feed them something, man. That's what keep their show. They living off us. Man, you're absolutely right, man. Hey, I appreciate you the most, man. Make sure you follow us back, man, because you're one of them mainstays for the show right now, man. You is just all over the place with voicing your opinion. And again, this is where you can voice your opinion as well, man. So keep it clean, but say what you want to say, man. Put it out there, man. How you feeling? And for your interaction, that'll be shown on every single stream, and it'll be on YouTube and anywhere that the video goes into its streaming form on those platforms. You'll see your interaction right there, which makes you part of the show, which makes you part of what we do. So we appreciate that as well. And I'm very thankful for that as well. Hey, I want to take any questions out there. So if you got a question out there, post it right in the chat. Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on X, whether you're on Instagram, any post that you put out there right now, bro, or anybody out there that's watching and listening to the show, I want to take some questions right here for the next 10 to 12 minutes before we sign off. And if you got a comment that you want to put out there about how you feeling about the Cowboys, how you feel about Christian Parker, how you feel about Shotty and the things he did last year as our head coach, or you want to talk about something else, man, put it right there. But this is really strictly for all Cowboys fan, man. So we want to keep it on all Cowboys. Put your questions in there if you can, and I'll highlight that as well. Um, hey, man, I just appreciate, again, like I said, I appreciate the interaction. I appreciate you taking your time out to spend with the program. A lot of folks sometimes, which it sometimes surprises me, sometimes makes me a little wonder about like the way social media is. Folks will pop on, but they won't let themselves be heard. So if you're on here right now watching the podcast, man, you got something, you love the Cowboys, put that in there. Put in there what you love about the Cowboys. Put a comment in there about how you feeling about them right now with the things they've been doing, the quiet offseason, as far as the Joneses' appearance and hearing them talk and things like that. They're trying to let their moves, and kudos to them, man, because I'm going to tell you something, as Cowboy fans, y'all know what it is, man. We got to a point, man, where we was tired of some of the stuff and tired of hearing some of the stuff. We just wanted to get to a point where it kind of seemed like the noise was less and that the things that we were seeing on the field was more. So I believe that's where they at right now, man. They just allowing their moves and the things that they've been doing in the off season. Like I said, it's intentional. It's accountability there. And they breaking a cycle, man. They're not doing the things that they was doing before. So I got about 11 minutes on the show. I just want to take some questions out there. And again, if you want to put in the comments about things that you feel like you like about the things that they're doing, you like the hire about Christian Parker, you feel good about Shotty, you want to put something out there as far as some players and things like that, what you feel like you expect from them this year. How about George Pickens? How y'all feeling about the Cowboys signing him, giving him a new contract, or franchise tagging him? How you feel about Javonte Williams and his new deal getting done so quickly? How you feel about the draft coming up? How you feel about free agency? What are some things that you want to see? Put those in the comments, man, so we can post them out there because, again, like I said, you got folks at ESPN looking at the show right now. So I'm trying to stack these shows. I'm trying to put this good content out there. So hopefully we can have some help from sponsorship. Maybe we can have some help from some head people, because I done got in touch with some head people that are there at ESPN, and the only thing they want us to do is to get them shows stacked in and get on a regular schedule, which we're going to do. And that includes here on We Talking Cowboys, and also Give and Take Sports Talk Podcast, man, where we talk nothing. We talk all about sports, no bullshit, no banter, no clickbait, no none of that. We on here organically trying to build that way, and we hope you like that as well. So, again, shout outs to everybody, again, that interacted on the show. We're able to spotlight some of the takes and some of the interaction on whatever platform it is. We'll put a star on that, and then we'll also highlight that so it can be shown on our platform even after we on the air. Let me see. My man said Pickens will be signed as soon as we get this back. I like that, man. Hey, I just like what we doing, man. We doing a lot of cutting bait. You see, we cut Logan. We ain't wait on that. We cut that. That saved us $6 million, and then we took that money and gave it to Javonte and his deal. So we still got money to play with. We still got that Micah money out there. All right, we still got them draft picks. I just want to see us be. That's right. No Shannon, no Ocho. Ocho, I'm gonna tell you something too. It's another platform on YouTube. I follow all of them. I follow Law. I'm trying to be on his show more. I was able to get on his show a couple of times, and he liked some of the things that I said and the way I gave insight on his platform. So I'm trying to work with him. I'm trying to work with my other man at Attack the Cowboys, because he always pulling up some of the things that some of the social media and some of the media outlets be always talking about us. But he was able to kind of go at Ocho to a point where the other day Ocho kind of backtracked on some things he said about the Cowboys. He just was saying that he want Pickens to get his money, and that's all he was going to say. So I'm just telling you, man. I don't think Shannon do it for clicks anyway. I don't think he do it to have his platform be a platform that be all about knowledge and informing people about the game, the team, the business, free agency, the way some of the structure is as far as salary cap and things like that. Yeah, I feel it. Hey, I feel 100% on Terrence Steele. I'm 100% on him being gone. But hey, let's see how that play out as well. But I don't think we could pay him the money we pay him for him to be that terrible at right tackle. So you 100% right about that, man. And I like that. Blue Blood, you seem like you know exactly what you talk about, man. So I want you to be a mainstay on this show, man. Like, I like that, man. You 100%. I'm going to put this up there, man. Terrence Steele needs to be packing, and that's what my man said. And I believe that's coming. I believe that's coming. So when you see that, know that you felt that way, and know that I said that first here, man. He needs to go, man. I've been saying that for I think Jerry sometimes, man. And granted, he been better at that the last couple of years, but who else you was gonna go get, man? We had to kind of leave him out there. And honestly speaking, if they bring him back at a different number, I don't know, man. I think it's still going to be some retooling on the offense because I believe they're going to look at that. That's why we had the good offensive line coach we had last year from the Cardinals, and they was able to sign him away. He was able to get him a coaching gig out of that. Yeah, man, he definitely needs to go. But again, you always want depth too. So if we can scale his number back a lot and then he don't be starting and maybe we use him if somebody get hurt or something like that, I believe that'll work because we're still going to go ahead right now and get some big money. Nowhere. So he might as well come off of that number and maybe the Cowboys can go at him and say, hey, we'll bring you in at a smaller number. And if that's not going to happen, then we'll let you go. Yeah, his pass blocking suck. That's but it sucks because he playing against last year. He played against more defensive ends their footwork was real good. They was quick. They was strong. He struggled. He always struggled with him with players like that. But against the run, he excellent, man. He one of them excellent run right tackles. So cut his money in half, maybe. Deal that's friendly where if he don't work out, you can let him go. I can see that, but definitely I don't want him starting for us next year. I definitely don't want that. Yeah, you're right. You 100% on that as well, man. So go ahead and put that up there too. My man Blue Blood said his pass blocking sucks. So it is what it is, man. So we got about 3 minutes left. And like I said, if anybody got any questions out there, anything you want to know about where the Cowboys at salary with the salary cap, I can tell you this much. If we let some players go, like Wilson, we don't need to bring him back. We don't need to bring the other safety back. We don't need to bring him back. You can let Sam Williams walk. You don't need. I thought Sam was going. Sam disappointed me last year. I really, really say that Sam Williams I thought was going to be able to step up in the given opportunity. Yeah. The new rookie come in, Ezerako come in and do way better than him, and he been here and always was crying about he don't get snaps and things like that. Then you give him snaps and he don't even do nothing. So, and if he stay because nobody wants him, let that restructuring be part of that too, because the only way you bring him back is if his salary number works. That's the only way you bring Terrence Newman back. And he got to be able to say to himself he want to be a backup or willing to be a backup. Hey, look, Terrence, you done played a contract. Ain't no need to try. You ain't gonna get another contract. You ain't gonna see another contract as far as big money. So that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, again, Sam was a disappointment, man. I thought for sure he was going to step up, man, and just didn't. And so, again, he was a total disappointment for me, man. Like, if it was one player on that team that I just was like, man, what? Oh, and then the linebacker who I know he ain't gonna be there, the one we got from the Titans. I thought he was gonna come in and do good, and he just was terrible, man. I mean, he was missing tackles. I don't know why his name ain't coming to me because I used to always talk about him on the platform, man. I always used to say, man, he played for Georgia too. It was like he didn't play at Georgia like that. He didn't play like that at the Texans. But I believe when people let people go, it's a reason why. It's a reason why, man. If it don't be the salary cap be the reason why they gone, then it's mostly they just didn't live up to what the expectation was at that other team. Hey, we couldn't keep D-Law, man. We couldn't keep D-Law, man. D-Law wanted, I believe at the time, his contract that he was trying to get was 15 to 17 million. The Cowboys weren't going to give him that, man, because one, this was the first season that he stayed healthy, man. Remember with us, he couldn't stay healthy for shit, man. So even that contract, that last contract he got with us, you know, for him to still be thinking like he was the best, one of the best defensive ends in the league, I just thought if he could have came down in his deal, and then I think some of that played into the Micah situation too, with Micah, us possibly signing him. It was just like it was no way it was going to be enough money there for D-Law, but I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him that he got his championship. He didn't choose to take a shot at us, and when he had plenty of opportunities to take a shot at us, the only thing he said is, will people believe him now? What would people say now? Hey, all I can say is you was good for us for the most part with that uniform. If you take the injuries away, he was always solid against the run. He always generated pass blocks and pressures and sacks. When he was on the field, just he wasn't on the field enough, man. But yeah, man, I thought Sam would step in, not just because when D-Law left, but when D-Law left, he was all right. He just was in the rotation. He wasn't one of the players that was getting the most snaps, but I felt like the snaps he was getting, he was productive. I just thought that you take Mike away and say, hey, Sam, go out there and do you. And I ain't see it at all, man. I just never seen it on the field from him. And I think the Cowboys need to let him walk and let some of them other players walk too as well. But again, like I said, it's going to be different, man. It's going to be different as far as being able to have multiple looks from a defense. That's what Christian Parkner going to definitely add to the team. Let me put that up there and start as well. And let me make sure I put it up there with the star on it. My man said he thought that Sam would step up after Law left, but he didn't. And that's right, man. Like, Sam, you was a disappointment, man. I don't even know how I could say that, man. I really thought that you was going to kind of be like I forget the other defensive end we had when DeMarcus Ware was with us, and he used to stay hurt too. But when he was on the field, he was a monster. His name ain't coming right to me, but I'll get it. I actually will look into that and make sure I put that on the next show as well. But yeah, man, like you got to step up, man. People give you opportunity, you got to step up, and I think that's what happened. Jerry seen that a lot of these players he thought that would come right in and step up. They just didn't, and that may be some of that old stuff, man. That may be some of the old. Hey, this is how I'm gonna look at things. And then you get situations where these players they ain't got it in them, man. They get their money, they all right with what they make, and they don't want to make an impact on the field. We need folks that's going to be legacies, man. I want to leave their legacy with a team so that the whole team can be lifted up. We don't need these players that's happy with getting a contract and then they don't perform no more, or you can't keep your body in shape and healthy so you can get through these injuries. I can't wait to see Agent Zero in this new defense with another year of being able to come back from an injury. I cannot wait to see him. But yeah, real appreciative again. I think this is right here where I'm gonna sign off. If you're listening to the show right now, you on any of the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, Instagram, make sure you follow us at Give and Take Sports Talk, man. That's where this crossover We Talking Cowboys podcast is featured on Give and Talk podcast, Give and Take Sports Talk podcast. We're featured on there. Gonna stack these shows. ESPN is watching. I hope they like what they see. We got a possibility of doing some big things in the future. That's what I'm working on. Hey, man, I'm just like y'all, man. I work a 9 to 5. I come on here and do this because I love my Cowboys. I like talking about them. I just feel like there's a platform for me to do that. And I invite anybody out there that's listening, be part of everything we doing, talking Cowboys, because your interaction is part of the show. It's what's going to make us and break us. It's a healthy vibe to the show. Sometimes when I put it in podcast form, you'll hear the urban music in the background and things of that nature. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all out there. I'm gonna take this moment to sign off. And then again, I appreciate y'all as well. So y'all take it easy. God bless to everyone out there. And I appreciate my man Blue Blood who made this show. Hey man, I appreciate you, man. I really do, man. Love the show, bro. It's my first time listening, but not my last. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a great season with people like you interacting, man. I would tell anybody else out there, make sure you interact as well. Hey, I love the interaction, man, and the fact that you know what you're talking about as well makes this show what I want it to be. I want this show to be not just me talking about the Cowboys, but like the name of the show, it says we're talking Cowboys. That means I need y'all out there to also voice your opinion and talk about the Cowboys as well. And on that note, we're gonna be out. Make sure you follow on the social networks. I appreciate you as well. And again, hey, I'm going to go ahead and let that be the last thing we put up there. We love them boys, man. Y'all take it easy. God bless out there. Look for us in podcast form. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, on Twitter, X, and on Instagram. And the next show, we're going to dig into a little bit more of the Javonte deal. We're going to be talking about free agency coming up. We also going to be talking about the combine. So I'm going to be doing a special, probably a 3-part special on the combine. Trying to see what's out there for the Cowboys, seeing what things they're trying to do as far as players they're going to be looking at. I don't want to hear nothing about Trey Hendricks and some of these other deals and stuff like that. So I actually see I feel like we can use our money in a different way. We don't have to go out there for the bigger fish. We just need to go get people that's going to fit into the scheme. I'm pretty sure Christian going to have his spin and hang his hat on that. So I'm confident in that as well. But again, tune into us. We got the combine special, 3-day special, 3-day series I'm going to do. We got free agency we're going to look at so we can kind of get a clearer picture and then get ready for the draft. We're trying to be at the draft this year. My man, co-host on Give and Take podcast, Give and Take Sports Talk podcast, my man DC Dame was able to kind of be at the Super Bowl and kind of had some backstage stuff. So when we do our next show, he's gonna talk about some of the things that was happening at the Super Bowl on both sides. Some things he's seen. He kind of gave me some insight and on some things that was happening in the media around the Super Bowl with some other teams. We're gonna talk about that as well. So we're gonna be back in full force, man, talking about a lot of sports, not just the NFL, but we're gonna be talking about NBA, some of the moves that was made as far as free agency was concerned in the NBA draft, and then we're gonna be talking about some other things. But again, this is all about the Dallas Cowboys here. All right. Again, it says the name of the show is We're Talking Cowboys. That means I need you guys out there to talk about the Cowboys, how you feel, voice your opinion, get in the chat. Again, Facebook, you got the chat there. YouTube, you got the chat there because we live streaming. X, you got the chat there. Instagram, you got the chat there. All you have to do is just drop a line. Hey, give us a little bit of something that you love about the Cowboys. Hey, some information about how long you've been a Cowboy. Your favorite player, favorite favorite Super Bowl that we won, performance in the Super Bowl, player historian as far as who's your all-time favorite quarterback, wide receiver, whatever it is, man. Drop a line in here. Jerry Jones, your approval on him this year. Give it an A+, give it a B+, whatever you want to grade him. Put that in there, man. And like I said, at any given time, man, when you comment and drop a line, we do this, man. We put it right there. Blue Blood, this was your show today, man, for interaction, man. I appreciate that. Definitely give you a shout out. And if you can, man, whenever we tune in, drop in, man. You could be that 1 or 2 to 3 consistent followers. Know that what you did today on the show was appreciated across the board. And I thank you, my man. We're going to sign off there. Be in tune with any of the schedule stuff. We also post to all the social media, so you know that we're going live streaming. And now what I might do is on each platform, I might just jump on there, man, do a live stream on each platform before we get on the air. This was not planned. This was kind of like, hey, let's jump on since we back. Let's kind of get into some of the things that's been going on, and that's what we did. So it'll be a little bit better on the next shows because we're going to do more promoting for them as well. But I appreciate you, Blue Blood. I appreciate my other man that came on and dropped the line as well. See if I can get on here and acknowledge him as well. Where my man at? Right there. And yeah, my man Kayon or Corin, 1999. Appreciate you, man, saying that we them boys as well. And on that note, we out, man. Appreciate all the love. My man said he will be there. I hope so too, Will. It'll be another great show with you as well, man. Y'all take it easy. God bless. And hey, we talking Cowboys, all right? Y'all take it easy. God bless to you. And on that note, we out, baby. Y'all take it easy, man. And appreciate you as always. Let's go.
going